Richard Fisher is here with us. We're going to talk to him about that CPI number, but I didn't realize you were an overseer at Harvard, too.
There are two governing bodies. The overseers have been around since 1636. It's the oldest corporate board in America. But the senior body is the corporation, and that's what you're referring to here.
Well, you got to be glad you're not there as an overseer at the moment.
Yeah, well, Claudine Gay I chaired the Social Sciences Committee for the college, and she was the dean at that point, and she's a very good scholar. She's a very decent person. I think the real issue for the corporation is she strong enough not just to deal with this issue, but the disorientation that Harvard's had towards woke issues, the left-wing viewpoint, and so on. Even Mike Bloomberg, when he spoke at graduation as a commencement speaker, said there's something wrong with this university because 90% of the faculty supported Hillary Clinton. And I remember him saying that. I thought the then president of the university would fall out of her chair. But the fact is, I think this is an opportunity for President Gay to tackle these broader issues here. There's an ideological imbalance at Harvard now. It's getting to be an extreme. Some faculty are terribly disappointed and worried about it. And it needs leadership to affect a whole panoply of change. So for me, under the pressure she's been under on this particular issue, this is an opportunity, if she's a good, strong leader, which I hope she is, I hope she becomes, then it's a chance to change the whole tone at the leading university in the United States.
How do you do that? Because the faculty picks the faculty, which is why you end up with more and
more. It is, but there are also
like
there are a lot of faculty members that are very worried about true freedom of speech. Yeah. So, but it takes leadership. You're a president of a university. You have a great provost at Harvard as well, who leads the faculty. I think there's an opportunity for change here. And if they don't change, it's amazing, Becky, how many prominent people confront me and say, you're from Dallas, how do I get my daughter or son into SMU or TCU or someplace else other than the East Coast schools, other than the Ivies? That's not a good thing. Right. And we're seeing it at Stanford as well, by the way. Right. And we've had a lot of turmoil at Stanford, where I went to business school. So wherever I went, since I left, just turn left.
So what would you do?
What would I do?
Have you kept her in this position? There's a view, I think, among some on that board and others, that they are almost pushing back at what they think of as the donor class pressuring them, the political class pressuring them, and that they don't want to be seen as almost buckling under this pressure. There is an element of that in the discussions that I've had even over the weekend,
Andrew,
about that.
Well, you know as many people as I do there. I mean, I'm sure that's been part of the deal. Plus, she's a new president. She was just installed.
Right.
And I think the fact that they broke the mold, a woman, African American, they're going to be very, very careful here. But I think the bottom line is give her a chance. Give her a chance to lead. And right now, she's just had a big pratfall. Let's see if she can recover.
This statement that Harvard put out from the corporation, Harvard University tweeted it out 31 minutes ago, and in it, they shut off the replies section. So you can only like this post or retweet it.
That's interesting.
So how's that for embracing free speech?
Well, we all have our opinions, Becky.
Oh, that's what I would do too, by the way.
If I was
if I was a business actually using most of these services, in most of these services,
you have to reply. Then you have to reply to the reply.
You get into the,
you don't have to reply. It just means that we can see what people think about the statement you put out.
Well, we'll see. Let's get to economics.
I'm sure if he hasn't done it already, Bill Ackman will have retweeted it, and the replies will be on. So,
I guess you can check out the alternative.
It's not just Bill Ackman. But you mentioned the donor class.
Right.
Now, it has a huge endowment. Very important. They've named this medical school after the Chan family, $485 million, et cetera, et cetera. But there are going to be some pressure from the donors. And again, the question is, how do you receive that pressure? How do you manage it, deal with it, and change?